Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of D-Day 80. In this video I will be taking my bicycle from Portsmouth Harbour on the Brittany ferries going to Ulsterham, where I'll then be taking my bike off and then riding along the beaches of Sword, Juno and Gold. Now I've captured as much as I possibly can in this video. Unfortunately quite a few times I had to be veered in other directions due to the French armed police redirecting me due to obviously the King and the French nationals being there for D-Day. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. I will talk a few more things as we go through the video, but please enjoy what you see so far. Now, if you notice there, just to the left, that is a new age landing craft, French landing craft. It's just coming out on the left-hand side, and obviously not being confused with anything that was used on D-Day. And as you can see, just on the right-hand side there is the start of Sword Beach. Now, the ship docks at a very early time at 6:45 a.m. I think this was done just to sort of recreate the feeling of landing on D-Day, because I know they landed around about that time, the first attacks. Now, like I said, I'm riding my bicycle, so I'm with all these trucks and motorbikes and everything, and yeah, it was really good fun to start the morning off that early. Now we've come to the first monument on Sword Beach. This is mainly where my initial journey really started. It's the first thing that I see of general interest travelling along the beach. And as I travel up further, you will see more things of interest. Now, as we've come further down the beach, we've come to an area with a lot of information about veterans that landed and their stories, and it makes a very good, interesting read. And if you do come to this point, just take your time just to read all the different stories about these veterans. It's extremely interesting and quite emotional as well at some points. Now we've come to another monument. And again, I was very lucky to be able to come here the time I did early in the morning, and you're about to see why. Here we go. If you have a look, we have this wonderful aerial display coming overhead right now. So I was very lucky to capture that, especially then coming back over my head again. But as these planes fly over, and you'll notice with the plane just coming past now, if you look in the distance, I have a group of men marching, as you can see right now. And again, it was another good reason to be here early and seeing all and catching all this that's going on the beach. Well, this famous statue is of Piper Bill Millen. Now, he was known as the Mad Piper. Now, he was the one that got the troops to really rally to get onto the beaches, and his name is well famous. Now, the Germans actually said that they didn't shoot him because they thought he was mad, hence the name coming the Mad Piper. Now, I believe the plane to obviously be a Spitfire or Hurricane, but notice there is a service that's going on in the background there with a priest, all paying respects on the day of D-Day. Now, as you can see, that even the locals are really getting on this event by all dressing up in the appropriate wear. As you can see in this area, just a bit further up the beach, we have another monument paying respects and some tanks there as well with a good bit of information in regards to the area. As you can see, someone has written in the sand there for the setting, and also in this clip here you will see to the left hand side there is some defence walls that I believe obviously the Germans built, and again some more aerial activity going on. Now I managed to capture this, as you'll notice that the planes flying through, they're flying through the light, under the light of the sun, and the last two I captured, I think they captured very well. You can see there from the left hand side, and it's just gone out of the picture now, there's actually a large sandbank. Now on that bank rising up is actually a caravan site, so now we've actually veered off and you see the monument there with the tank behind it. This is the road I had to take. Now if you look into the field area in a minute, just after this tank clip, there's a bunker that I found. You can see it there, just zoomed in. Now this is where I believe Saul Beach sort of finishes, and then Juno will start towards the other end. So this is where I believe Juno starts, and as you can, I mean, this really captures it. I mean, I see this gentleman walking on the beach, it's like a veteran, um, recapturing his tracks, if you like. But I really felt I captured that. And you can see him there just walking down. I believe he had a beret on, and I believe there's a poppy in the field there. I just picked that out of nowhere, just seemed to stumble across it. Now, I don't know really much about this pier, but it must have had some significance. It looked very important for whatever reason. It's just where it's positioned. So as I carry on cycling down the beach, I find another monument of interest. Again with some, I mean, someone's put some nice poppy rosettes there, and to the left hand side it makes some very good reading as well. Now as I move further down the beach, I'll find another point of interest there, an area where we would know that the troops would have been fired upon. That area there would have obviously had a gun and then just firing down on the troops as they come along. In this clip as well, there would have been a vessel that would have sunk just out the front there. Again, a bit further down the Juno beach. Now as I've moved further down Juno, I've now started to notice there's more of a party atmosphere now happening on the beaches of France. The liberation part really starts coming into effect, and it's turned from emotional to, really sort of sucking in the feeling of what the French must have felt like to see the troops take over. That's exactly what you can see here. All the jeeps lined up, people gathering around, feeling safe, feeling liberated, and as this video carries on, so does the jeeps down the beach.
Bon, je dis ça pour moi parce que je sais pas que et encore.
Now once again we have another part of artillery, German artillery here, that have been used to gun down any allies trying to get onto the beaches. And this was quite good, well, it's actually very good. Young people there just holding up the pictures of the people that were lost at war. And now you're about to hear the pipers. This was another one of them moments, the right place at the right time, the rising of the French flag. Now if you notice, they haven't raised the flag all the way to the top. Sign of respect. Well, this is the first point where the armed police actually stopped me, so I had to take this route and capture this. Now I'm back on the beach and then come to another monument. This was great reading, and obviously it shows a diagram of the beaches. You'll see my point there to the left hand side, and once again we have some monuments there as well. But notice the weather conditions today is just gorgeous. Just a little bit further up I found this base, if you like, set up camp, and this was very interesting and historic to walk around just to get an idea of how the camps used to look and when they invaded and set up. back on the beach in another place for the Germans to fire upon the Allies. Now, don't quote me on this. This is only something that I see from a video. But I believe the building there on the left was the first building that was liberated in World War II on that beach, and it was done by the Canadians. Now, I've seen the video. It does look like the same building, and with the flags there, I'm pretty sure it is. And as you can see, there's another monument there for the Allied forces of the liberation of France. And once again, right place at the right time, the Canadian paratrooper jumping out the plane, but it is a bit of a distance, so I do apologise for the quality. Now, I was talking earlier on about armed police. Now, these are the cars that the French Prime Minister and the King and what have you would have been in. I believe there was some veterans in there as well. But this was a lot of the reason why I had to take different directions and change course quite a lot. As you can see, another monument there for the liberation. Now this is the point where I believe, and don't quote me, just on the other side there of that little river coming in is the start of Gold Beach. Now this is when I started having issues getting to the British Monument. Now wherever I went, no matter what I did, they would send me in the hills and everything. So I didn't actually quite to get to the final destination I wanted to, but I did capture this on the way back, full board on the ferry, and there's a lot of press there with some veterans and obviously the everyone paying tribute there. Well, thank you very much for watching my videos of D-Day 80. Please take note of the gentleman in the photo here. This is Mr. John Smith. This is my grandfather. Now, he was too young to for D-Day to fight in the war, but his birthday is on the 6th of June. But he always told me the story about the 5th of June, about being down there on the shorelines, there with the Allies, talking with the Allies as a young boy, and then going home that night, waking up in the morning to be gifted a kitten for his birthday. Later that day, he was so excited he wanted to show off his kitten to the Allies. When he got down there, they had all gone. And that's a story he always stood by when he was alive, and I like to think it's true. Now also, John was heavily involved in Operation Grapple, the hydrogen bomb at Christmas Island. He served on HMS Messina, and he's very quite emotional about that. He said it's one of the most, if not the most scariest thing he's ever seen in his life. So, and his proudest moment was being steward to Prince Philip. So, Grandad, happy heavenly birthday. And please, people, if you enjoy the videos, I'm not a professional, but I do enjoy doing it. So please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. I will bid you well.